Rising up, back on the screen. Did his time, took his chances. Went the distance, now he's running the scene. Just a man with the will to survive. Been around, yeah, he travels fast. Speaks his mind, never dances. If he don't like you, that's your past. Hit the button and it goes bam, goodbye. Candles lit, chats on fire. Say it wrong, you're playing with wire. Type it clean, better keep it tight. All caps rule or you're gone tonight. It's the eye of the tyrant, it's the thrill of the chat. Rising up to the challenge of the rival. And the last man surviving keeps his finger on that. And is watching us all with the eye of the tyrant. Face to face in the common heat, hanging tough, staying ready. Friends are all but friendly to none. When the line gets crossed, it's done. He don't bend and he don't pretend. What he says, yeah, he meant it. If it smashes you out, that's the end. That's your problem, not his. Get sent. Eyes locked in, always aware. One wrong move, yeah, you feel that stare. Talk out loud, you might get yelled. Run the chat and ring the bell. It's the eye of the tyrant. It's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of the rival. And the last known watcher keeps it tight through the night. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tyrant. Rising up straight to the top. Had the guts, got the glory. Went the distance, now he won't stop. Just a man with a will to survive. Every panel, every place, button ready, no delay. One clear rule, keep it straight. Or your booty, that's the way. It's the eye of the tyrant. It's the thrill of the fight. Oh, rising up to the challenge of the rival. Oh, and the last one standing keeps the order inside. And he's watching us all with the eye of the tyrant. 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 If you know, you know.
Hello, people. Happy Saturday to you. So, Finkel was live last night. Many of us watched at least a part of it. It was semi-interesting when I first became aware of it. He was over there talking to Jerry, and him and Jerry were having a nice conversation. And then Todd had to go and butt into it and ruin it and take over. And then it became just another Todd video. They actually started doing the usual Todd thing of Todd, Finkel, and Mimsy watching a video with Todd, Finkel, and Mimsy. And I know I stopped watching, but I saw people making comments, and they were saying that Todd was hiding people. And I went in and made a comment, and Finkel was the one who took credit for hiding people, which was something he was never known for before. And he said he was hiding people who were making nasty comments. I don't know. I didn't see the comments, but one of the people that was hidden was Cart. So I don't know what it was that was so nasty, but I'm guessing it had something to do with Todd, and so Finkel had to protect Todd's poor, sensitive heart. But anyway, It's not exactly what we're here about. I rolled out of bed a little while ago, and I came in here and sat at the computer and looked, and I saw the comment on one of my videos, and it said something along the lines of, "Oh my God, did you watch Finkel's premiere this morning?" And I had not, of course. And so I went and looked, and I saw he has a video called something like "Let's Judge Each Other," something like that. And I was going to watch it. And then I thought, you know what? I'll go live and watch it here. If anybody wants to join in and watch it with me, feel free. Let me bring it up there. That is it. See, give it a little volume. Get started up.
Well, hello
make
there.
it bigger.
It's me again, Steve. Some people call me Finkel, Fink, Tinkerbell, Finkel Muffin, Steve, Steven. Oh, no, I'm not that Steve. I'm this Steve. Yeah, this is me. All right. That
Oh,
other
you
guy
had
is,
us
his
fooled.
name is also Steve, but Steven, a different Steven. Do you guys know who Steven is?
No, we've
His
never
name
heard of
is
Stephen
Stephen
Hawking.
and he was a friggin' genius. I mean, almost as smart as me. I'm kidding. He was a little bit smarter than me. I'm kidding. The guy was an
He's
absolute genius.
hilarious.
He's one of the creators of the string theory. Just an absolute, highly intelligent mind. But
Yeah.
if you saw
Get
this
to the point.
face,
Get to the point.
say you're in the 6th grade, like a lot of YouTubers are, if you saw his face and didn't know anything about him, you would call him names. You'd make fun of him. You know, like Mr. Trump made fun of that reporter. That's what a lot of you are like. Well, let's be fair. I said a lot of you, a lot of us. Guilty as charged. I've used stupid words like retard. I've insulted people based on the perceived intelligence. I don't think I would have gone as far as Mr. Trump in his ridiculous mocking of that reporter. He had some kind of muscular degenerative issue. And this guy does too. He had what is commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. I think it's MND or something like that. I can't remember.
ALS.
But it affected his ability, his neural system, his ability to work his limbs, his arms. He ended up having to talk through a computer. The computer would read his eye movements, and he would communicate that way. But despite all that, he was one of the smartest people ever to walk this planet, and yet he's the kind of guy that people would take a look at and not know anything about and make fun of. He's a hell of a lot smarter than anybody who ever made fun of him. Guarantee it.
By the way, if it's Lou Gehrig's disease, it's ALS, arterial lateral sclerosis. Just thought I'd throw that in there. You'd think he would do a little research if he's going to talk about it.
Something else you might not know about Stephen. Before he died, he fell madly, deeply in love with a woman. I think her name was Jane. And she loved him for his mind. And I guess before the Lou Gehrig's disease really kicked in, he probably had other things to offer a woman. Not really sure. I don't get pry too deeply into their personal lives. But if you Google them online or you watch the movie, what was it called? The Theory of Everything. There was some conflict because she was a devoted Christian, and he was leaning atheist. I don't know
Get
if
to the
he disbelieved
fucking
in God,
point.
but he didn't really subscribe to the devout Christian ideals. Well, she did. Well, guess what? During their marriage, during his life, she had a second romance. She had a love who could do things with her and for her. And I'll let you guys mind wondering what those things are. None of our business, really. But while people on a sixth grade mentality level, like, I don't know, Killamilla or his audiences, might call this guy a potato man. I don't really know what they mean by potato man, but no, I get it. They know who he is because he's so famous. But if they saw him on the street or saw his wife push him into a restaurant with his wife's boyfriend, and once they get set up at the table, the wife and the boyfriend start having a romantic dinner with Stephen right there. Holy shit, that bamboozles a lot of minds. Some accounts say it was their differences because she was really religious and he was not. Some say it was an arrangement they made because of his physical abilities. And, a woman has needs. We don't really know. That's their personal business. But what did the outsiders see? Married Christian woman cheating on her husband right in front of him. And what are the little minds like Killamilla? What do they think? They think, oh, look at the retard. He can't even sit up in his wheelchair. Meanwhile, they're judging the boyfriend and the wife. That's a real life situation. Historically documented, it is. Now let me get back to my favorite Steve. What a handsome.
So obviously he's talking about this whole thing that, he supposedly is dating a married woman, although he seems to also want people to believe that that's just a big troll thing, which of course is fucking hilarious. That's something to joke about, that you're dating a married woman. Either way, but I just find it interesting he's concentrating on Killa, since everybody in our little YouTube world is talking about this. But, Killa is obviously the worst fucking person in the world. Why is that? Because Killa keeps talking about Todd. So we must put Killa down, not because Killa is attacking me, but because Killa has been one of the people who, quote, stabbed Todd in the back, one of the people that, quote, betrayed Todd, one of the people that Todd predicted would betray him, because Todd predicts everybody betrays him, and Todd makes sure people does it. So yes, let's make this all about Killa. Let's get back to see what the fuck he's going to talk about if he gets to the point.
Studley Muldoon, that fellow is. Yes, indeed. There we go. And a lot of you don't really follow my content. The reason you know Finkel, the fake name for Steve, a lot of you, not all of you, a lot of you became.
A lot of you don't follow my content, so I'm going to make a video about my content. Who the hell is he actually making this video for if it's not for people that already know what the fuck he's about? Oh my God, Finkel.
Aware of my existence because once upon a time, I trolled, I clickbaited. I put on my main channel's community page an advertisement that I was going to be releasing a Department of Justice documents that proved that there have been fines and sentences levied upon, quote, JJ, and quote, boom. It was a deception. Not really a lie, because indeed I did have a document that was by the DOJ against Johnson & Johnson. Y'all heard the story 1,000 times. All the butt pirates and the stoners, they're all singing my praises and hallelujah, Finkel's great because he deceived and he trolled and he got him. Y'all don't like deception so much now, do you? Because I have recently trolled again. But this time, people are calling me out on my deception or my adultery, or maybe both. They're judging people in my circle because of this. And, well, let's get up to the modern Johnson & Johnson JJDOJ trolling that happened just a few days ago as we speak now. By now, you're probably aware that I described a man, which some of you may have imagined appearing like this. I didn't describe him as a genius. I described him as not being
I
cognitively
don't think,
present. I described a man who was in a
I really don't think anybody imagined that Finkel was dating Stephen Hawking's wife. And I don't think anybody imagined a guy that looked like this. When he talked about a guy who was basically in a coma, I think people pictured a guy laying in a hospital bed. That's okay, Finkel. You read our fucking minds.
state where he doesn't know his own sons, he doesn't know his own wife, he doesn't even know who the president is. I mean, he can look at a clock and see, hey, it's 8:40 a.m., and he can ask what's for dinner, and he knows what a bacon double cheeseburger is. But he's not the genius you're looking at here. But some of you in your little minds probably imagined a man looking like this. Or, in Kilamilla's example, imagine a man in a hospital bed with a head shaped like a potato. That is where your minds went. And I further described the situation as he has a wife, and I further described the wife as someone I knew in high school, and I've rekindled a romance with her. And I've kind of left it hanging out there. Is it true? Is it a trolling? Is it deception? Is it clickbait? Because whatever it is, I knew very matter of factly that if I put this out on GS's channel, the trolls would be watching. The clippers, that's why I call it clickbait, the clippers would be watching and ready to pounce on anything they could. And so I fed the beast. I made up a story of a man who's not cognitively aware, a woman who I knew in high school, a family situation, and a rekindled romance. That's the story I told, and y'all spun out of control with it. Made all kinds of disgusting jokes about his mental level, made all kinds of disgusting jokes about GS's, quote, failure to reel me in on Christian ideals.
Let me just say this for my own part and for the people that I actually saw talking about this, and I didn't see everybody, I didn't see every comment, but I didn't see people making jokes about the guy in a coma or whatever. I I wouldn't be surprised if there were, but that didn't seem to be the general thing. I didn't even see very many people talking about GS, except to say that it was kind of hypocritical if GS did not denounce Finkel. But then again, I myself was not surprised that GS wouldn't. And also, like I've said before, why, Finkel, if you're wondering, why would people believe that you would be fine with dating a married woman? Maybe it's because you have no fucking problem supporting an adulterer who's running for re-election as a jailer in Meade County, Kentucky. You stupid fucking son of a bitch. That's the same thing. In fact, that's even worse than this because that guy was the woman he fucks supervisor, which is called sexual harassment in the world outside of Kentucky. But, yeah, that's whatever.
End quote. You just, well, even my COVID, which by the way, I tested negative this morning, even my COVID was akin to a venereal disease that I caught from her and gave to him. Now, where's the logic in that? She gave me a communicable disease and I gave it to him, who in the story she lives with and takes care of. That is some really weird sixth grade shit there. If I'm going to receive a disease from her, it would probably be a disease that she already has. And by the way, COVID's not a sexually.
I am going to make up a story about dating a married woman whose husband is mentally disabled, but you people are a bunch of fucking sixth graders for commenting on it. Yeah, Like the kids say today, Finkel, make that make sense.
Transmitted disease, it is a airborne disease. The COVID is absolutely positively true. Until this morning, I tested negative. But I went on this channel knowing that people watch this channel for the sole purpose of getting clips and making fun of it, taking out of context, or even taking it in context and running with it. And the story evolves and develops. And I got exactly what I wanted. I got people left and right, up and down, just acting like the kids on the playgrounds. It's been kind of fun. And it's kind of eye-opening how, let's say, the social experiment is continuing. Let's take a look at one of the comments. This is one of the comments left on one of Kilamilla's Spurg sessions about Finkel's adulterous affair and a Mr. Potato Head, Potato Man, whatever you call him. And I'm not sure who Capsule 003 is, but he's attempting to quote scripture. Let's read it. I don't know if it's directed at me or a kill or what. Quote, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife," is the 10th commandment, or 9th in some traditions, found in Exodus 20.
Covet. Oh my God, you've been hanging out with Todd too long. How do you not know the word covet?
17, and Deuteronomy 5:21. It prohibits intense selfish desire, lust, or envy regarding another person's spouse, focusing on internal thoughts and attitudes rather than just actions. I'm not really sure what he's talking about there. Is he alleging
No,
that
you
the
wouldn't.
actions that I allege are not for self-gratification, that they are maybe out of love, affection? I don't know. So I'm not really sure where he's going on this. I'm not really sure what side of the trolling he's taking, but focusing on internal thoughts and attitudes rather than just actions. This
How is it possible that you say you're not sure what this person is fucking saying? The person is quoting the Bible that you and Todd supposedly believe in, saying, "Thou shalt not covet another man's wife. Thou shalt not want to fuck another man's wife." And you don't know if he's talking about you or not. You don't know if he's saying you are wrong. Are you a fucking moron?
command guards the sanctity of marriage and prohibits harboring destructive desires that lead to sin. Who gets to decide what sin is? Who gets to decide which religion we're going to follow on that? And who gets to decide what is in the hearts and minds of people, be it real people, real hearts and minds, or fictional? Whatever the case is, I'm describing a situation where a man and a woman decide they're no longer in love and they're going to divorce. And he has an accident, and I described that he has a brain injury that makes him not cognitively.
They're no longer in love? That's what you described? A man who is in a coma or somehow mentally disabled, and he is now able to make the determination that he no longer loves this woman that you say you were sleeping with? Really? See, this was the hidden message in a little post I did a little while ago that you mocked, that showed you and a woman standing next to a hospital bed, and the caption said, "It is not adultery if he is not awake." That was a take on a rape comment that people made a while ago when there was the college athlete that raped a woman that was drunk and passed out, and people said it wasn't rape if she was passed out because she could not say no at the time. Do you get that, Finkel? Do you believe that also? Do you believe that if a woman is too drunk to know what's going on, that it's not fucking rape? Is that what you're saying about this guy? That if he is too mentally disabled to know what's going on, then you're not fucking his wife? Whatever.
Aware of who the people around him are and what his relationship is with them. Before he lost that in my story, they're heading for a divorce for maybe things that he did, or maybe things that she did, or maybe they just had irreconcilable differences. You don't know because I didn't include that in my story. And this is not the first. I've seen coded. I see a lot of people quote scripture or tell me how evil I am or the woman is or whatever. You don't even know if the situation is real. Yet you're going to push your interpretation of holy writings.
Oh my God, Finkel, I'll agree with you on this, Finkel. I'll agree with you. I know this would offend you that somebody would quote scripture and apply this to other people. I know this offends you because you constantly call Todd on this, don't you, Finkel? No, you fucking don't. You sit there and listen to Todd do this all the time, but now you're going to sit there and pretend you're all offended by people doing this when you pretty much started off by saying you knew people were going to do this. This is, if we believe that this was all a big troll, and you're not now just trying to cover your tracks. If we believe this is another Johnson Johnson, you're saying you knew from the beginning what was going to happen, but now you're all offended that people are doing what your friend Todd does every fucking day, misquoting the Bible or applying it where it doesn't belong. Is that what you're going to tell us, Finkel? Let us continue.
Everybody else, while in mockery of a man who may or may not exist, who may or may not be intelligent like Stephen Hawking, or someone who is less intelligent like the description I gave, without ever making fun of the real or fictional man, the real or fictional medical condition. I didn't make fun of him. A lot of you did. You didn't, you killed him. You made fun of him in your attempt to make fun of me and a woman that you don't even know if it's real or exists or is a manipulation of other situations from real life. You don't know.
Let's also mention this while we're at it, and while we're talking about the Ten Commandments, which is something else you supposedly believe in, right? What's another word for troll, Finkel? What's another word for what you're doing here? It's lying. You're saying you lied to people. You lied about being an adulterer. Is that like a double sin? I don't know. How about this, Finkel? Let's talk some more about lying. How did you lose the woman you called Holly? You lied to her. You knew she was very sensitive to people lying to her because of things that had happened in her past. You knew she valued honesty above everything. And you knew it was important to her that you quit smoking. So instead of you quitting smoking, you lied and told her you quit, and you lost the woman over that. Hey, Finkel, let's go back to your big fucking book that you like to throw in everybody's face. Except, of course, for Todd, who actually could use this program that you won't shut up about. What is one of the things you said about that? You always said that in order to stay sober, you had to be completely honest at all times. Hey, read your fucking big book for the 120th time. You lied to Holly, now you lied about this, right? Hey.
By the way, you also don't know if I talked to my good friend GS on a phone last week, last month, back in January. You don't know. And you don't know if he quoted Deuteronomy or Exodus or anything that Jesus said in the New Testament. You don't know. But while we're going to lean on the 10 Commandments, I have to ask each of you out there, and be honest. Have you or anyone you love ever put something above God? A TV show, another human being, a new car. Whoever prayed to somebody who's not in your religion, say your religion is Christianity, your God is God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit or Holy Ghost. Or if you're Unitarian, God or Allah or Jehovah or whatever your religion is, maybe you're Greek, ancient Greek, and your God is Zeus.
Since obviously a big part of this is not Finkel just trying to defend himself, he keeps bringing up the fact that people said Todd did not say anything about this to him. He's always got to constantly be sweeping for Todd. So while you're talking about have people have people put other things above their God? Finkel, a week or so ago, I saw Todd bragging that he would not break his morals for the sake of his own fucking children. That if his children did something wrong that he did not agree with, he'd throw the kids under the fucking bus. So I'm not quite sure where you're going with this right now. But if you're going to say that, hey, don't judge Todd for choosing his friend over his religion, you're wrong again, buddy.
You've ever put somebody before Zeus, God, Allah, the Great Spirit, anybody or anything, a TV show, a car, a house, a girl, maybe someone you look up to, like a president. Well, let me remind you that one of the commandments suggests that we should have no other gods before the God. It's written in various ways. If you pull it up in a simple way, you shall have no other gods before me. Other translations will continue to say, I am a jealous God. I should be first. I think we're all guilty of that. Or how about this? You shall not make for.
We can't all be guilty of it if we don't fucking believe in it. Jesus. That's the God you believe in. This all powerful being that is going to be jealous of a woman. If you loved a woman more than this God, he is jealous. That's the God you people believe in? You believe in a God that will wipe out cities because they're not properly obeying their God, this jealous God, this all forgiving God that kills babies? Yeah, that's the God I want to believe in, Finkel. You're jealous God.
Yourself an idol. I get it. That's very simple modern English. So don't have idols. Do you covet that Beatles album? Again, with the new car. Or do you have a bobblehead of your favorite sports figure or a rock star, and you look up to it all the time? Those are idols, and I think we're all guilty. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Well, God damn it, Jesus fucking Christ! None of you have done that, right? You never stubbed your toe and said, "God damn it," or thought something the killer said was really stupid. Said, "Jesus fucking Christ, kill it! Come on." Yeah. Or how about this one? Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Well, geez Louise, the Sabbath day, God worked for 6 days, creating the heavens, the earth, the men, the women, the animals, the plants, everything. And on the seventh day, he rested. And that day was to always be remembered as the Sabbath day. Keep it holy. What is your Sabbath day? Is it Sunday? Is it Saturday? Is it, I think Muslims celebrate the Sabbath on Thursday. Who's right? For some of you, the Sabbath starts at sundown on Friday and goes until,
Hold on a second. Not quite sure what I did here. My screen's all screwed up. I want to make sure I didn't lose everything. Oh, okay. Okay, we're still good. I just Somehow my tabs got
Remember,
switched
is it
around,
sundown on
but there we
Saturday?
go.
Have you ever worked, earned a profit, done anything on the Sabbath, whatever day it may be, that was less than holy? Did you knock the boots of that special someone? I think we all have. I don't know. Honor your father and mother. Who amongst us was not a rebellious teen? So far we're halfway down the commandments and we've broken them all. You've always honored and respected what mom wants you to do. Hey, ma, meatloaf! Or dad, son, I want you to inherit the family business. Fuck no, I'm going to be a YouTube influencer. I think all of us in some way or another have brought dishonor, disloyalty, unfaithfulness to our parents. You shall not murder. Okay, that's the translation. There's you shall not kill, thou shalt not kill. If you do the Old English, thou shalt not murder. Maybe we're not all guilty of that, but I think Jesus once told us, if you've committed one of these in your mind, you've committed them all.
Does anybody have any fucking idea where he's going with this? I mean, how is this whole thing about him sleeping with a married woman have to do with an entire recitation of the Ten Commandments? I don't know.
I've never taken the life of another human being, not in self-defense, not in war, and not out of cold-bloodedness. I've never done that. So I guess literally I'm innocent of the sixth commandment, but in my mind, in my heart, oh my God, I've wished some people dead before. It was wrong. I've done it. We are not without sin. Oh, and here we are with the big one. You shall not commit adultery. Oh, what is adultery? If you look it up, it's a married woman having sex outside of her marriage. That's kind of sexist. Really, I think adultery would be anybody who's disloyal to their vows. In the story I gave on Tuesday from a park in my car on Johnny Specific's channel, I mentioned a woman who is allegedly in a marriage vow. I also mentioned that she's holding to that vow and that she's taking care of him through sickness and through health, better or worse, riches and poverty, all that stuff. What is adultery? Who gets to decide? Who has not committed adultery? You ever check out that cute ass wiggling down at the mall? Yep, I think we all have. What about your coded?
I can tell you this right now, Finkel. I have never committed adultery. You want to know who's committed adultery? You fucking moron. Even if you're talking about the fact of just looking at another woman, it's only adultery if you are married. Why don't you get back to your fucking Ten Commandments and say, who has not coveted another man's wife? Now that's a different argument. But now you're saying we're all adulterers? Sorry, Finkel. No, we ain't.
This one's for you. What about your other deity, Donald J. Trump? He worshiped that motherfucker. He's cheated on all of his wives. All of them. He cheated on his first wife by sleeping with the second wife. They divorced. He got married to the second wife, and he cheated on his second wife with his third wife. Guess what? He cheated on the second wife and divorced the second wife and married the third wife. And the third wife, well, we all know what she was before she married Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is in the Epstein file. So not only with women that weren't his wives, but, some younger people that really should not have been. So commit adultery. Someone in one of the comments the other day said, adultery is immoral. I get it. It's a typo. They meant immoral. But I thought it was kind of funny. He said immortal, the typo, because adultery's always been there and always will be there. As long as human beings have free will and desires and lusts, they're going to fall short of these commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Was it the cookie from the cookie jar? Did you kind of cheat on your taxes? Have you actually embezzled? Have you actually pulled the fraud at Wrangler and stolen guns and PlayStations and drugs from people? If some of you idolized him, even though he did all that, I was just explaining to Jerry, okay.
Okay, I guess we're all seeing where this goes now, right? There is nothing wrong with sleeping with another man's wife if you've committed other sins. right? Even in your mind, if you coveted another man's goods, you're a sinner. So sleeping with a disabled man's wife is no big deal. Lying about it is no big deal because you're already a sinner because this fucking crazy God that Finkel believes in has said so.
A lot of us know about these things. A lot of people who followed Kaiser didn't know. So, but yeah, stealing.
And yes, I am mocking your fucking religion.
I stole your heart. I know you're looking at me and with lust, and I stole your heart. So, okay. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not lie and say, Killa Milla is the greatest man in the world. That would be a lie. That would be bearing false witness. How many of you ever lied about a person? I get it. There's all kinds of lies. There's bearing the false witness. If this is a troll, and none of this is true about a married woman I knew in high school, a husband who was divorcing her, had an injury, and now he doesn't even know.
Shall we also, since Finkel keeps telling us that we're all a bunch of sixth graders, shall we throw out there the thing that our mothers used to tell us in sixth grade and third grade and first grade? As Mama Muckster used to say, little Muckster, two wrongs don't make a fucking right. Isn't that what he's saying here through this whole thing? Other people have done it, so why can't I?
Who she is. Am I bearing false witness? If these people are real and I got any facts wrong, okay, yeah, I would be. But I really explained to Jerry yesterday that some lies don't matter. How big was that fish you caught the other day? It was 10 pounds when really it was 2.5 pounds. Is that lie important? No. The important lie is saying something like, hey, buddy, I'll be there for you in your time of need. Time of need to come and, well, that's not really false witness, but you get it. Lying about people and their character. You all have done that. All of you fuckers are content creators, including me. Oh, and the 10th, you shall not covet. That means you not have jealousy that your neighbor has a nicer car than you, nicer house. His wife is prettier than yours. His wife is more subservient than yours. His lifestyle is easier than yours. We've all done that. How dare Donald Trump get a $1 billion ballroom at my expense while I'm
He just said that, right? He just said you would covet the other man's wife because she's more subservient than yours is. This clown has gone full Todd, people. He's gone full Todd. Didn't Robert Downey Jr. tell us never go full Todd? Finkel. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about you guys. I have never wanted a subservient woman. I am not Todd. I don't have such low self-esteem that I need a woman around me that makes me feel smarter or more manly or more alpha. I like women that are at least equal. In relationships I've had, I have dated women who were smarter than me, and it did not bother me whatsoever. I don't expect a woman to be subservient. Maybe that's why I never got married. I'm just not as smart as Todd. I don't know. I ramble. I drink and I ramble. Is that how it goes? I don't know. What the hell did I just do? I clicked the wrong thing. Did I totally lose it? I think I did. Let me go back to the other. I meant to click the Oh wait, no, there it is. Okay, good.
living in a 1954 house, coveting, jealousy. Yeah, we've all done it. So I don't know if Capsule 003 is preaching to me, but if you follow Jesus as a big C Christian, or even someone who sees Jesus as someone with a good message, what was his commandment? His biggest commandment, his commandment above all else, is love each other. No, that doesn't mean coveting that guy's wife. Love, true love, not romantic love, not love of family, but kindness and consideration to each other.
Okay, somebody who knows more about religion than me, which obviously is Fickle and Todd, tell me, does God rank what is more important or not? Isn't that what he just said? The biggest one is you don't do this, you do whatever the hell he just said. I guess uh, I'm forgetting that I'm a recovering Catholic. Actually, the Catholics do that. They have the mortal sins and the venial sins. So anyway,
To the immigrants, to the criminal, to the I'm gonna recommend a movie that was allegedly based on a man's claim to a real experience. The man met Papa, the father, the son, Papa's son, and the wind, the spirits. It's called The Shack. The guy either is brought into a different reality of the shack, or he has a dream. We're not really sure, but he meets the Holy Trinity, and well, Papa's not presented as the old white man in the beard and the clouds. He's presented as a black woman. In fact, the actress who plays the black woman is the same one who made Chip Eyes in The Help, and the son was a Middle Eastern looking fellow, and Spirit was an Asian woman. By the way, this is loved
what is
by
he talking?
the man you all accuse of being a racist. He really enjoyed that show. He's looking at a black woman as God, a Middle Eastern man who could be Jewish or Arab as Jesus, and an Asian woman as the Holy Spirit. I get it. It's fiction. I get it. Anybody who watches it knows that, well, whether fiction or at least interpretation, how can an alleged racist really enjoy that show? If I was a racist, I'm like, hell no, God, or misogynist. God's not a woman. God's not black. Actually, the show shows that God will present God's self to.
Yeah, you're right, Fickle. Todd is not a racist because he liked that movie. It proves he's not a racist. I mean, let's forget about the part of him talking about basketball Americans ruining the neighborhood. Yeah, bullshit like that. Nope. Todd liked the movie, so he's not a racist. Oh, jeez. Sweep, 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 sweep.
You in a way that you can handle it and interpret. In fact, during that movie, when it came to a certain part of the main character's growth, Papa presented himself as a Native American man, an older, heavyweight Native American man. Really wonderful story. But one thing I got out of that, but I also get out of my, I'm going to stop recording. And I forgot where I was at with my rants.
Okay.
But that's okay. I think I said everything at least once that I wanted to say.
Let's hope so.
Judgment is not for us. We are human. We're going to do it. We need to catch ourselves and pull it back. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the shack. One of the really eye-opening things was the main character was an abused child when he was a child. He's a grown man now, but they're showing him being abused, and he's judging his father, the abuser. And then they show other examples of abuse and meanness, and he shows another father beating his child. And he says, what do you think of this child? And in his judgment, he said that the child is a good kid. He's innocent. He should be protected, blah, blah, blah. And he says that the structure is, no, you've already judged him. He has to go to hell. Like, what do you mean I've already judged him? And they said, that is your father getting beaten by.
Excuse me for interrupting again, but what the fuck is he talking about? Holy shit, this is supposed to be about the supposed adultery troll that maybe isn't a troll, but is a troll. And holy, he went through the whole 10 Commandments, and now he's going to go on and on about this fucking movie. Does he have a point? Is it just me? It's him, right?
Like his father. And the whole point was, while we judge each other,
God damn it, Jerry, I blame you. You're the one that said, did you watch Finkel's video this morning? And now I'm watching this shit. Please tell me it's almost over.
we are putting ourselves in God's role. Judgment is mine, saith the Lord. When we are putting ourselves in God's role, we now have to choose who goes to hell, who goes to heaven. One example they did, he had 2 teenagers himself, and they were both teenagers. They did good things, they did bad things. They were imperfect, but he loves both of his children. And they told him, okay, since you're taking the role of God, since you're judging people, decide which one of your children are going to hell and which one's going to live in heaven. He said, I can't make that decision. Bingo. Judgment is not ours. Am I doing a married woman?
Judgment is not ours. Says the man who just sat here talking about people like Killa. Says the man who loves Todd, who spends every day judging people and preaching at them. Yes, Finkel. Yes. Tell us that we should not be judging. Let's hear your moral superiority, Finkel. You, who as Cart has just repeated, like I said earlier, you who claim that your stupid 12 steps, the most important thing is you've got to be totally honest. And now you're talking about your big lie. Yeah, let's hear your moral superiority. Go for it.
Am I defying her innocent husband? Is she being a skis, a slut? Is she being a Mrs. Hawking? Does she exist? Does the situation exist? Did GS try to talk to me if I did do this and not judge me, but remind me of some Bible readings? You don't know, but you're out there judging. You're taking the role of God, Coded. You're taking the role of God, Killa. You're taking the role of God. All of you who are judging and twisting and bearing false witness and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. That he who is without sin cast the first stone. And yeah, I am guilty of falling short of this. You are guilty of falling short of this. I am guilty of rambling on way too long. And I'm going to wish you all have a good and happy day. And I'm going to go forth in my day and try not to judge the dick smacks like Killamilla, the mental midgets like Direct D, the dual standards like Muckster, the flipping
Hey, he
retards is
mentioned
especially
me.
triggered because the narrative is I'm doing a married man's wife while he's suffering with a TBI. Oops, that kind of hit home, didn't it? Calm down, Jeff. It's not you. And quite frankly, if the story's true, you know who your children are. You know people around you. You know who GS is. I know you know who GS is because every time you do a stream, the topic is at least in part GS. Let go, motherfuckers. Let the fuck go. I'm going to let go of YouTube right now, and I'm going to go enjoy my COVID-free day. Cheerio, or if you prefer, fuck off.
And notice, once again, it comes back around to stop being mean to GS. It's not about, hey, I got you all in a big troll that I did, right? Hey, you people are judging others. hey, you people are sinners. It's, hey, stop bringing GS into it. That's what he's worried about. Poor little sensitive Todd. Ah, yeah. Catch up on some of the chat. I couldn't really see everything because I kept going over there to hit pause. If anything, I despise people who put their theological BS on me. Yes, yes, that's right. Nerdy agrees. How you treat people is how you get treated. And, you know, you do not have to be a fucking Christian to be a moral person. You know who mentioned that? The previous Pope said that people do not have to be Christians to be good people. When gut. So that's how I started my day, watching that bullshit. I don't know. I feel like I should have some thoughts to sum it all up. And all I can think of is, what a bunch of fucking crap. Oh, yeah, yeah. I notice that. Well, Todd does that all the time, you notice. When he's doing his streams, he'll say, watch, I'm going to show you this video, and you will see that the guy is saying this. You will see that the guy is doing this. So then when his people watch it, they go, he's right. That's what the person was doing. Instead of playing the video and saying, tell me what you see. And I noticed that that's what he was doing with Finkel last night. It was like, no, no, watch it again. Listen again to what JJ's saying. And Finkel's like, eh, I don't know if I'm seeing it that way. Well, wait, listen to it again until Finkel's finally like, oh, okay, I can see your point. Just like the day that Todd said with the thing with MBK, when Todd said calling me cupcake for me is just like the N word. And the first time Todd said that, Finkel laughed. And then Todd was going on about it. Finkel was like, oh, okay, I can see your point. How do you see the fucking point that somebody is offended by the word cupcake? And by the way, Todd, quit acting so tough. You're still doing it. You're still threatening people. You're still talking about that you can't wait to go face to face with Direct D. You want to go face to face. When you had the chance to go face to face with MBK, when he called you cupcake to your face, you turned around and you ran. You big fucking pussy. Nobody believes that you won 3,000 street fights or whatever the fuck you've said. You're a big fucking pussy. You're a man who keeps wanting everybody to honor your service when you refuse to have the operation that could actually have kept you in the army and serving. Yeah, I'd come up and gripe with you, but I'm getting ready to go out. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Make up your little stories. Sure, sure. Pretend you have a life. Yeah, go out and touch the pavement. Oh well. If Let me put it there one more time just in case, and if anybody does want to come up, come on up. We can talk about something else for a while, or I'll go ahead and take off. Let you all get on about your Saturdays. I could pretend that I have things to do, but I don't. I have no idea. I don't know if you could hear the fire whistle in the background. For all I know, my town is now under attack. The thing is, even if I was on your time, it wouldn't be that late for me. So, but I'm glad you had fun today. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Wasn't it nice of the Supreme Court to tell the Republicans to go ahead and draw your maps however you want so that you can win elections? Dirt and sand and spiders that will kill and eat you. Don't forget that. Yeah, I wasn't. Oh, God, that was coded talking about that shit the other night. He's still defending Trump, and he thinks Trump is good for the economy. Has he not been paying attention that people that used to be our strong trading partners, like Canada, like Australia, he thinks he was going to force them to do things our way, and instead they're saying, you know what, America, that shit we've been buying from you, there's other people that produce that shit, and we can just buy it from them, and we don't have to put up with your nonsense. And by the way, you want to talk about people that love to preach the Bible, fucking coded. Wasn't not being able to see the snakes a good thing? Lady I used to work with was deathly afraid of snakes. And one day she went out and saw a huge black snake in her backyard, and she went in and got her shotgun and shot it. And when her husband came home, he said, "Who shot my brand new water hose?" Oh, yeah. See if I can find something real quick here. Do, 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 do. Uh, what would be under here? Emmett Phil? Maybe you didn't put it up yet. Speaking of coded, Phil did a new coded thing. I was going to play it, but I can't see it there. Let me look over here. There we go. Do, 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 do. Here's a little something from Dr. Philip. Oh yeah, let's make it bigger and go boom.
Yeah, I'm talking shit online, calling out the bullshit. You call me scared? I'm right here. Revelation time, bitch. Fuck you, coded friend. That's right, say my name. I got a revelation for you. I'm here to expose you. Fuck you, coded friend. That's right, say my name. I got a revelation for you. You're done. Friend of my enemy, nah, I pick the winning side. You're the one running, projecting on your pride. Hiding in the comments, can't take the heat. Can't even say my name without catching defeat. You don't own anyone. Never did, never will. Fuck you, coded friend. You scared? That's right, say my name. Say it. I got a revelation for you. I'm here to expose you. Fuck you, coded friend. That's right, say my name. I got a revelation for you. You're done. That's my name. What's my name? Go did friend. One. Coded friend. Code one.
Speaking of snakes, you know, guess I might as well shut her down, huh? Thanks for stopping in and listening to me rant. It was fun. And again, I think we all have the same thought. What the fuck happened to Finkel? A bit of gossip from Dusty was charged and convicted of human trafficking. Oh, I think it might have been. Did you say that in Finkel's chat last night? I think. Yeah. So, yep. Todd hangs out with just the best people. Well, that's just like the thing. Like another thing that Finkel was protecting Todd about was people talking about Todd wanting to be friends with um, Chris Ryder, and they're saying here's these people that couldn't understand Todd being mad about Killa and Jeff and everybody trying to be friends with each other. And they thought Todd was wrong to be mad about that. But now they're mad at Todd for building a bridge with Ryder. Except the point is, when Killa and Jeff got together on Killa's channel, and then the next night, there was, I think, 9 of us that got together, I think, on Boot's channel. It was all about trying to find common ground and trying to put bullshit behind us. Todd builds a bridge with Ryder based on their common hatred of Rabbit. Todd was teaming up with Dusty because they have common enemies. It's a whole different thing that people like Finkel don't seem to understand, that it isn't the same thing. And this just proves that Todd doesn't care who he teams up with. Just like Finkel has totally forgotten that he didn't like JJ sitting there for 2 years with fraud at Wrangler. Yes, yes, there is something to guilt by association. Yeah, I guess I woke up anyway. I, a lot of it is sort of false outrage, but okay. He sold Oh, okay. I do remember seeing that now. So he got criminal charges for that. Yeah, I do remember hearing that now. He claims he did it as a joke. And then when somebody actually offered $15,000, he said, fine, I'll take their money anyway, which then becomes grand theft. So good. Fuck you, Flo Dusty. That's what you get. And Sarah doesn't like Finkel now. I know it seems like he never seems to go over there anymore that I've noticed. Anyway, okay. I'm hitting the button. I kind of doubt if I'll be back again today, but who knows? Actually, I did have a couple of videos in mind that I might put up if I get them made. I think some of what I was going to do videos about, I just covered. How do you list a person on eBay? That's what he did. He apparently put up this girl's picture or something he claims as a joke, and people took it serious. Oh, yeah, Sarah and Dusty, I did hear that. Oh, he has an import-export business. You people are just not going to let me leave, are you? Well, actually, you guys can continue talking without me for a while, so
This is an outro, there are many like it, but this one is mine. Not louder, not brighter, just ours. A place where the lights dim a little and the voices get honest, or at least honest enough for YouTube. Thanks for being here, no really. Whether you stayed the whole ride or just wandered in by accident, looking for something else and decided this chaos was acceptable, we appreciate it. Muckster, they say he's a tyrant, he says he's not. The truth probably sits somewhere in a folding chair, watching both sides argue and laughing under its breath. Ariel, somewhere behind the curtain, turning noise into something that almost makes sense, like a magician. Like a magician who traded its for rhythm, for rhythm. Kill time, don't let the easy grin fool you. There's a mind working there, quiet, sharp, intuitive, like a pocket knife that's been around long enough to know when to stay closed and when to cut through the nonsense. And Nikki, yeah, Nikki is just Nikki. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll find out when it's too late. You can come in and enjoy the show, or not. Sit back, say nothing, chat with friends, pretend we're background noise to whatever your night really is. Because this isn't just a show, it's a doorway that never quite closes. You never know who's gonna walk through. Maybe a strong, independent Australian with a heart that refuses to quit. Maybe an Alaskan frontier spirit who doesn't recognize the word surrender. Maybe a Canadian with a thing for spiders. We're not asking questions. Or someone from Kentucky who just really likes deer and isn't apologizing for it. It's a strange mix, it's supposed to be, but you won't find haters here. Not if we can help it, because the rule is simple, easy to remember, harder to explain. Everyone is welcome until they ain't.